So Donna is our next speaker today. And I met Donna through networking. Gosh, imagine that, right? How very odd. And so I met Donna and she sat down and explained to me what she did. And I'm going to let her explain that to you. And, it was something that I'd heard other people do. She was probably the third or fourth person that I'd heard that did this. And so I took notes and I liked her, her personality, we connected, and I really liked who she was as a person, but I liked the other people too, maybe not as much as her. But what really made her stand apart from the other people who had told me the same thing, that they do the same thing she does, is that she followed through. And her follow through was amazing. I received a thank you card. And then for my birthday, I received brownies and a card. And having that card sit here and being able to look at it and tangibly touch it and know that she thought enough of me after our meeting to follow through with those things really set her apart. And so she's bringing the kind of heart and expertise into this power partnership that I want all my power partners to have and that I've found in all of them. And so I'm going to tell you just a little bit about her before she gets started. So she is passionate and committed relationship marketing strategist who brings heart, leadership, laughter, and networking building together to expand your business results. She has an extensive background in healthcare, including 22 years as an Army nurse with service in Vietnam. With 39 years of experience in structured organizations, various levels of management, and the world of employees, she decided to become an entrepreneur in 2010. 6 years in BNI, which is a networking group, and untold hours of coaching and personal development revealed her gifts for creating referral networks. She joined Promptings Send Out Cards in 2010 to build connections in her network. With 15 years of experience, she's recognized as a company leader, author of the book Deal Your Own Cards, 10 Skills to Build a Winning Hand, and mentor trainer for team members. She just moved to Seaside, Oregon, where she's building an entrepreneurial network for coastal communities, and she lives and works out of her RV, and I just love that. Thank you, Donna. We're so blessed to be able to hear from you now.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Colleen. I really appreciate it. I remember the first time I met you, I was struck just immediately by your authenticity, and I just felt an immediate connection with you. And now that I've seen what you're doing with this membership, I just think it's an incredible idea. I have several pages of notes from today. I've already booked with Tawana, and I know that I need something from each of the people that spoke today. So thank you so much for your idea, your vision, your wisdom, and for including me in that partnership. It's a real honor to be here. So let me open my there's always something to be grateful for. And one of the things I'm very grateful for today is that my computer link died just before Colleen introduced me, and I was able to turn the computer off and bring it back up. So I need to share my screen, I think. I forgot to do that. So let me go out and share my screen. All right. So Colleen, can you see the slide, The Magic of Gratitude?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. The magic of gratitude, vibrations of success. Gratitude is really a powerful energy that's way more than just saying thank you. And what I'm going to do in the next few minutes is give you just a 30,000-foot overview of the power of gratitude and how it can affect your life and business. So, as Colleen said, I decided to become an entrepreneur in 2010, joined BNI, learned to build a network, and learned very quickly that I needed a way to say thank you to the people that spent time and money with me. And I was introduced to Send Out Cards at the time. That's what it was called back in 2010. And I was not a card sender at that time. But once it became fun and I could include pictures and my own personality, and Colleen can tell you from the cards that she's received from me that I'm a humorist and I love being able to put my personality in the cards that I send. Once it became fun, then I became a card sender. Then in 2016, they introduced a mobile app, which not only made it fun, but made it easy to send cards from anywhere in the world from my phone or mobile platform. And that was huge for me to make it easy as well. And then this year in April, after 22 years of just doing cards in print, we've introduced the ability to send cards digitally. And people love their print cards. A lot of my customers say, oh my gosh, why would I ever send a digital card? I love print cards. Well, print cards will never go away. However, there are some places and times when digital cards are perfect and print cards just can't do the same thing as a digital card. So now we have the option to do both. I love, love, love sending cards because Maya Angelou said it the best. People will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, they will never forget how you made them feel. And a card is a perfect way to let somebody know how important they are to you. So that's why I love sending cards. Now, the gratitude puzzle is not in a box on Amazon. The gratitude puzzle is a perspective about how do we figure out how to be in a state of gratitude and how to share that gratitude with others. What do I do for my inner journey in order to vibrate that vibration of gratitude out into the world? Who do I send it to? And how is the most effective and meaningful way to do that? So, being in gratitude changes me. Expressing gratitude changes the world, a world that desperately needs more kindness and more connection. So, that's what the gratitude puzzle is about. And today I'm going to use a little meme, the word magic, the letters in the word magic, to give you a way to remember some of the important elements of tapping into that power of gratitude. Gratitude truly is a magical energy, and it's about moving from an inner state of being to an outward expression. So I'm sure that most of you know people, maybe you are one yourself, who write gratitudes on a daily basis, or maybe you even already have a gratitude journal that you keep. And those are really, really important ways to embody gratitude in yourself, to create that inner state of gratitude. However, a lot is missing when we don't let the people around us know how important they are to us, that we don't let them know they matter. We miss them, we love them, we're excited for them. Maybe they're having a bad time and we're there for them. So in businesses, it can be as simple as a thank you card, a meaningful thank you card. Social media and text messages and email are just not a meaningful thank you for somebody who has spent time and money with us. So it needs to be an expression of gratitude that carries meaning with it. So we'll start with the letter M, which is for moment by moment. So gratitude is an energy frequency that we broadcast into the world, kind of like a radio tower broadcasts a signal. Every emotion on the energy chart that you see on the right has an associated frequency with it. And our job during every day, every moment, is to be aware of where am I right now? What is my frequency right now? Because whatever it is right now is what I'm broadcasting to the world. And the reason that's important, it's part of the law of attraction. The law of attraction says what I send out comes back to me. Or stated a different way, what I broadcast, that energy that I broadcast draws to me things, people, experiences, and circumstances that carry a like energy signal. Now, here's a kind of a common example of the same thing. I know that those of you who occasionally scroll Facebook have noticed as you're scrolling Facebook reels that when you click on a certain kind of reel, you get more of those. It's kind of the Facebook version of the law of attraction. So when I click on a horse video, which I love to watch, next thing I know, my feed is full of horse videos. And that's an example in the mechanical world, in the world of Facebook and social media, of how what we focus on, we see more of. Well, it's the same thing in the world we live in. What we focus on, we see more of. So part of the reason I'm drawn to Colleen and this network is because the people in this network, the people that she draws to herself, are very high vibration people. They are people that are into the idea of serving other people. They are into the idea of collaboration and success for all. And it's a high vibration network. So the moment by moment is being aware of where I am. And if I'm not in a good place, if I'm having a bad day or a bad moment, what can I do to raise myself up on this gratitude chart here, to keep myself above the line, to move out of doubt into confidence or out of sadness into hope, things like that. How can I move up in my energy state? And so we have this radio tower that broadcasts that energy, and we have all the people around us who are broadcasting right back at us. And in order to maintain ourselves in the energy state we want to be in, that energy state of positivity and gratitude, A means alignment. I need to align with people and organizations and experiences and things that are like energies, positive things, collaborative things, things that support each other and support kindness and gratitude in the world. So I have to be very selective about who I let into my energy field. And of course, you know, there are people that we encounter during life that are not necessarily positive influences in our lives, and sometimes they have to stay in our lives. We can't always eliminate someone like that, but we can limit our time with them, and we can also use some other strategies to keep our own energy up and at a higher level. Now, social media is full of people who maybe aren't so positive. It's full of great people too. I have people all the time say, well, I've left Facebook. I'm not on social media anymore because it just sucks my time and it's full of negativity. Well, I weed my garden. So I don't have any negativity in my Facebook group, because when it shows up from someone on a consistent basis, I hide that person. I don't want to see that stuff. And I don't want to see the people that go to my Facebook see it either. It's not that I have a need for them not to have their opinions. I'm fine with them having their opinions and their positions. I just don't want to be dragged into controversy and conflict. So Facebook is a real tool for my business. It's a way for me to meet people and then build a connection offline. It's a way to me to stay in touch with what's going on in people's lives. And as you'll see here in a few minutes, it's a way to get pictures that make great cards. So I don't ever want to leave Facebook. However, I do want to control what I see in my Facebook feed. And then there are plenty of other things in life that we have to do to reduce the negativity, like that box that a lot of us watch for hours a day. Now, there are some people, I've got some people in my network who don't even own a TV. So, gosh, that's great. I'm not in that camp. However, I do control how much time I spend watching the news and conflict and controversy, because as much as I can, I want to align with things that are positive and upbeat and supportive of the best version of me that I can be in the world. So G in magic, so M is moment by moment. A is for alignment with things that align with my true energy of positivity and gratitude. G is for guidance. Now, Send Out Cards was the name of the company for about 20, 21 years, and they relaunched as a company called Promptings. And I'm going to tell you Cody Bateman's story here. He's the founder. He always was focused on promptings. As a young man, he was ready to leave Salt Lake City and go to New York for a marketing job, his first job. He had his little family in the car. The car was packed, and he was ready to head out toward New York. And he had an inner voice that said to him, "Go tell your brother you love him and say goodbye." And he was a young man. He was busy. He had a toddler in the car. He looked out across the field and he saw his brother and he just waved goodbye. He did not follow the inner voice, which he called, even at that time, a prompting. He did not follow the prompting to go and say goodbye to his brother. Well, about 3 or 4 months later, he got the call that his brother had been killed in an industrial accident. And he was devastated that he had not paid attention to that inner voice. And he made a commitment to his brother at the time that he would do everything in his power to make it easier for people to act on their inner voice. So a lot of what we do in Promptings, the company, which is houses Send Out Cards, is help people tune into their inner voice in a way that amps up the volume of your inner voice and then act when you hear it. And I have to tell you that even for myself, I've been in the company 15 years, and it wasn't until about 3 or 4 years ago that I really understood my own inner voice and really recognized what it was. I had the notion that these thoughts I had were just random thoughts that came to my head. I didn't realize the degree to which that thought is an inner voice, an intuitive hit, a prompting that I need to pay attention to. So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. An easy one is the birthday card I sent to Colleen. Colleen, you have to know that I don't always send birthday cards with brownies to the person that I've met for such a short time. It was a prompting to do that, and I acted on it. I mean, as I was creating that card to you, I thought I should put brownies in this card, and I did it. And I'm very grateful that I did. So that's a very relatable example of a prompting in my own life. Here's another kind of prompting. Often I wake up thinking about someone. And the picture that you see on the screen right now is my friend James Bergen in Florida, who had a really, really catastrophic accident. He's been out of work for a couple of years. He's not a customer. I stay in touch with him. And you'll notice that as I talk about some of these cards, I do not just send cards to my customers. Expressing gratitude is about way more than just your customer. It's about putting out into the world and paying attention to people. So on this particular morning, I woke up thinking about James Bergen. Now, I don't know why James was in my mind when I woke up. God might have known why James was in my mind. Maybe James needed to hear from me that day. So I went out to Facebook and I found this picture of his 3 kids, picture of his wife and 2 of them, and a picture of him and the 3 kids. And I sent him a digital card that said, "Hey, I woke up thinking of you this morning, and I just wanted to let you know I hope you're doing well." And I sent that card digitally. Now, that means he got it right away. He got it right when I was thinking about him. What I love about our digital cards is I went into my card history, pulled that card up, and with one click sent him the print version of the same card because we don't have our pictures in hard copy by and large anymore. And a lot of the people that I send these cards to love the idea that they have a hard copy of their 3 kids. And I'll talk to people who say, "Oh, yeah, it's on my desk. It's right here by my computer. It's on my bedside table. I look at it all the time." So your prompting is your inner voice. And I want you to consider over the next few days, when a thought comes to your head, pay attention to it, because the more we pay attention to it and act on it, the louder and more frequently it shows up for us. Now, I is for intention. And my intention and my recommendation to you would be that your intention be to have a great day, to that your predominant vibrational frequency be one of feeling good. Our emotions are what tell us what our frequency is. So if I'm feeling sad, that's my frequency. If I'm feeling frustrated or if I'm feeling angry, that's my vibrational point of attraction at the time. And so when I have those below the line energies, my goal is to do something to bring my day up. Maybe it's to grab my dog and go for a walk. I don't have a dog, but I love this picture because I can remember when the dog I did have got in my face and gave me great dog kisses. Dogs and cats and horses and animals are such great examples of unconditional love and joy. And being around them can help bring that emotion into our lives as well. So, what is it that helps you move up on the energy chart? Is it seeing your kids? Is it doing an activity you love to do? For me, I love watching comedy. Is it music? Is it traveling? Is it going for a drive? Is it taking a hike? Be aware of the things that help you bring your energy up and take the responsibility for managing your day such that your predominant energy during the day is a feel good energy. Secondly, focus on gratitude. Gratitude gratitude's energy frequency is almost identical to love and joy. And one of the fastest ways to bring your energy level up is to focus on gratitude, focus on being grateful, focus on sharing that great gratitude with someone around you. And so we have an amazing journal system that was just launched a couple of years ago. And it's an incredible tool that helps reset your mindset. So each day has a double page, and there are questions on the pages that ask you things like, how are you connecting with abundance today? What are your thoughts on abundance? What are your gratitude statements for the day? What are your intentions for the day? And each daily page has that energy chart on it and asks you to note what brought you down today and what did you do to raise your vibration today. And truly, as you spend more time, as I spend more time, we spend more time doing that inner work of mindset, of controlling what we're thinking about, controlling what we say to ourselves, controlling how we appreciate what goes on around us, like appreciating that my computer link died when it did and not in the middle of this talk. I mean, I could have gotten really irritated by that. I did not. And I'm very grateful that I was able to get it reestablished. So, the gratitude journal we have is an amazing system. So, are you telling me time, Nicole? Is that why your hand is waving? Sorry.
No, ma'am, you're fine. I'm just clapping at you,
Oh,
giving
thank
you a
you.
handout.
Thank you. Thank you. And then lastly, I love this Yoda statement, do or do not, there is no try. I have people regularly say, well, let me see. I just don't know how often I might send a card. Let me stick my toe in the water and see how often I send a card. And what I say to people is with that approach, you'll never send a card because they're not terribly time consuming, but it does take 2 or 3 minutes to send a card. And so for people, especially using it in business, it's more like making the commitment to yourself and to the success of your business. It's kind of like that checklist that realtors use. They have a very detailed checklist of what they do when they go through a closing. Well, in my mind, one of the things on that checklist should be send the drip campaign to say thank you for using me to help you find the home of your dreams. So all of us should have that checklist of sending a card of thanks to people that give us the gift of their time, people that spend money with us, enroll with us, people that cheer us on, people that do a great presentation. Um, all those kinds of things are the way that you send out into your world gratitude and appreciation. So all of this culminates in connection. So moment by moment, alignment, guidance, and intention are all culminating in the opportunity to connect with the people around us in a world that desperately needs connection. Cody Bateman, when he launched the journal and kicked off the gratitude movement, says the biggest injustice in society today is how disconnected we are from each other, even from ourselves and our own dreams, and how disconnected we are from building our own sense of abundance and prosperity. So really, it's all about connecting with people. And I tell people, sometimes people say, well, I don't know what to say in a card. The most important thing to say is what's on your heart. And an easy tool to help you with that is to acknowledge the circumstance, appreciate the person that you're sending it to, and connect with them. So the card you see in front of them was sent to my friend Janice, the lady in the picture in the middle, when her husband Alan died. And I sent her this card. His picture was on the front, a picture of the two of them on the left panel. And my note on the inside just tells her that our friend Bunny alerted me to the fact that Alan had passed. And I recalled how much fun I had when I stayed in their property in Grenada, Mississippi, and got to meet Alan and enjoy the food he cooked. And I sent her that card on June the 15th of 2022. 2022. Just last year in April, I got a text message from her. I don't know if I put that on the next page. Yep, there it is. So it was April the 9th, 2024. She sent me a text and said, I'm going back through encouragement and sympathy cards we got during Alan's sickness and death. You don't know how much your cards meant to me. The card with his picture on the front. Oh my gosh. I clipped it on the blinds behind my desk and I talked to it constantly, sometimes sweetly and sometimes in hurt and even anger, but he certainly got talked to. That is a powerful message and a powerful illustration of how you become memorable with the people in your sphere. The people, again, Janice is not a customer. She is a person in my sphere. And I look at helping business owners appreciate the power of being memorable, because when you're memorable like that, you don't have to constantly stay in front of someone in order for them to remember who you are. But you do need to tap into that moment of creating memorabilia. So it's about promptings, personalizing them, and adding your personality. This is a favorite realtor of mine who sent this card out, Life's Just Possum, Jeff Morris in Denver, Colorado, with his little pup. Everybody loves seeing a pup. And there was just a message on the back inviting people to connect with him and have a coffee or a chat. And so a lot of the cards we send don't have anything about asking for business. They're about building connection. So here are the tools that I bring to the marketplace for success. An incredible gratitude journal that'll help you build your mindset of gratitude. Cards and gifts, both digital and in print, to express that gratitude in the world. And a community around gratitude. We do a free gratitude journal party every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Last week, there were 70 people on the party. It's just a very inspiring hour where everybody talks about how to express gratitude and the results they're experiencing. So to support your gratitude practice, I would like to offer you 4 free digital cards and 1 free print card, including postage, as well as a 31-day gratitude practice guide. So this is 31 prompts that I've written that stretch your thinking about who you'd want to say gratitude to. And you can either scan this QR code or go to the website below it, and you'll be able to click on the button and download the PDF. And when you do that, I will then send you a digital card that opens the door for you to do 4 free cards. So I hope this gives you a little broad view of how important it is that you manage your vibrational signature in the world. And my hope would be that you want to make that vibrational signature about gratitude and recognition and appreciation. So, Colleen, thank you so much for the opportunity to do this presentation today. It was fun, and I just am honored to be part of your community.
Well, thank you. I love your presentation. You know that I do. And I would just remind everybody that you can connect with Donna inside her vault, inside the membership. Nicole, if you want to drop that again in the chat, that'd be great. But I want to take a second and show you the cards because I have some here. So this is, let's see, to move back close to me. There we
Yeah,
go.
there's good.
There's one. And then just the note inside, and then you can customize the back. Here's another one that I got from Donna. That's me with curly hair. And then some about her and her note, and then personalized on the back. And I love these. And I love the fact that you can get a gift with them. So I've also gotten a gift card. Yeah, no, I ate the brownies, Nicole. The brownies didn't last. I didn't open the card before I ate the brownies, so mom was found, right? But I also have received a gift card that way. And so I love that. I want to just say that, when you were talking about whether this is something people like, I don't know how often I'll send cards. It's about habit stacking. And so, like you said, just have a day, or for me, like every Friday, I go back through everybody I met that week, and the ones that were spectacular or moved the needle in my business, those are going to be the ones that I want to send cards to. And so habit stack, add it to a habit you already have, and it will clearly move your business forward, and you're building connection. And then it's also a tool to put you above your competition. How many of you have received these cards? And okay, so Joel has, so we have one at least here. Let me look.
Lynn.
So 3 of us here have received cards. And so that really puts you above your competition when you're sending something tangible that they can hold and that they like and that really resonates with their heart. Then you're setting yourself above your competition, and what an inexpensive way to be able to do that. And then the last thing I want to add to that is that, you know what, in a world where people travel so fast and connections really aren't made, we need to be the difference that we really want to see in the world. We need to really just practice what we preach and build the relationships and make those connections. I have a couple sweet messages I was going to share that I've received. One of them just, I received a text message that said, I hope your morning is as lovely as you are. And I thought that was just so sweet. I received another one that says, your summit's going to be spectacular. I can't wait for it. Just to receive words of encouragement, and not like, hey, you did this great thing, but just words of encouragement means so much. And so I think that we need to be the carrier of those words of encouragement, and we can do that through Donna's program. Once again, if everybody just wants to connect with her through the membership, there's that too. And Nicole will drop that in the chat.
Can I just make a little comment?
Please do.
Because I love this product. I've used this for years. I love it. It has gotten me clients. It has kept me in contact with all my grandchildren and my children. It's wonderful. But I want you to think about something as a business person. We all have limited hours in the day. There's never enough at the end of the day. So think about this. I have a client, or they've lost a family member, or the client themselves has passed. And what do? We say, oh, listen, Janie's gone now. I have to go get a card so I can send a card. And we don't do it because we're busy. The next thing,
or we do it and don't send it.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks later. We still haven't gotten out of the house to get the card. And now we think it's too late and we let it go. But with send out cards, you can be in your underwear in the middle of the night. And when you find out Janie passed, you can do the card right now. It's done. You don't have to worry about anything. It's finished. The last minute you're finding out about somebody got married, or all of that stuff can be done in your underwear in the middle of the night. You don't have to leave the house. There can be a snowstorm and you don't care. I mean, it's the convenience, guys. What does it mean to you in these days Get in the cart, costs you $5 in gas just to get out to the store. Then you're standing in line forever, reading cards, and it's just a mess. And then you got to go stand in line to check out. No, it's a whole lot easier. Just go over to your computer and just get it done.
So
Yes.
Lynn, how long does it take you to create and send a card?
Well, it depends. If it's for my grandkids, I always try to pick pictures of Nanny and they're with them. So then I have to look a little bit longer. But all in all, we're talking it can be done in a couple of minutes. It just doesn't take any time at all. And I haven't done it now because my grandkids have gotten older, but when they were little, I sent the giant cards. Do they still have the giant ones?
Yes,
Listen,
we do.
Listen, I honestly, we're always in competition in our businesses, but we're in competitions with the other nanny as well. I want to be the nanny they remember. So I don't want just a regular size cards of grandkids. I want the big giant ones with lots of pictures in them. And I loved it when I found out that they weren't throwing them away. Even the kids were saving them. So it's an incredible thing, guys. You don't think you need it. I defy you to try it and then tell me if that isn't a time saver for you.
Brownies coming your way, Lynn.
Oh, let me tell you something. The brownies, I don't even care if you're on a diet, because sometimes I'm on a diet and I said, all right, I'll just eat one little bite of it. Somehow my mouth takes a big bite, and then when I get started, it's like M&Ms, you can't stop. And I have to hide the other ones because they do. I used to sell 4-packs, and I always sent those. And I would eat one, hide 3. Then I'd find them a week later. I'd say, okay, I'll eat one, hide 2 more. They are the best. They're
And so if anybody signs up for this program and is sending out cards, I'll take 2 brownies.
Oh,
They were
it's the best.
excellent.
Lachelle's got
a
a question for you.
That's how I got a client. It was a big, huge client, and I knew I was in competition with a lot of big companies. I sent brownies. The next thing I know, I got a call. I got the account, and I thought, I know it was the brownies.
All right, Lachelle, what's your question, my dear? You're muted, honey.
How's that? Better? Can you hear
Much
me?
better, much
Okay,
better. We like to hear
perfect.
you.
When you send out the cards, like I'm looking at your plans, I've already clicked the link and I'm looking because I actually need to send a client who gave me a referral. I want to send them a thank you. And normally I go out to the store and I buy a card and then I put a gift card in there for them. So my question is, for these, is there the ability to put like a gift card in them?
Yes,
I
we
got a
have
gift
gift
card.
cards in our store, so
Uh-huh.
you can't put your own. However, I do know people who want to use a particular kind of gift card, and they'll put a picture of the QR code for that gift card into the card. So there are some ways to put a gift card other than the ones in our store.
Okay.
But we do have a selection of several of them in our store.
Okay, cool. So I'll look at the store
So
and
if
see
you
what you
look
have in
under
there.
gifts, you'll see the physical gifts as well as the gift cards. Thanks for taking a look.
Yeah, thank you.
And I did receive a Starbucks gift card that way too, Lachelle, so.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
Ken's got
there is
something.
that, yes.
Colleen, you put down you wouldn't suggest naked, but I would say that's a good thing to do. Then you'll eat less of the brownies.
That's true. And so do it in front of a mirror and I could so
Just
go
don't send the picture.
choose a different picture to send. Oh, how fun.
Ken's got
love
something for
this.
you.
Who does?
Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Yes, Donna, thank you so much. And I love hearing those stories about you sending cards to people that you know. I wish you could send card to me, but I'm really far. So um I just have one question. So what's one small daily gratitude habit that you can recommend for busy business owners like us?
That's a great question. Ken, I appreciate that. And I can send a card to you. So if you'll reach out and give me your contact information, I'll send it either physically in print if that's possible, or if not, digitally. Here's a gratitude practice I did, and it came from a book called Thank and Grow Rich. Not Think, Thank and Grow Rich by Pam Grout. And so she starts every morning with something amazingly awesome is going to happen for me today, and asks us to write 3 things that we're grateful for at the beginning of the day. And so I have a group of 2 people, the 3 of us. We are on day 615
Holy
or
cow.
20 or something like that of every day for 600 days, texting each other that statement, something amazingly awesome is happening for me today, and then 3 things I'm grateful for. So that's my personal practice. Does that sound like it might be doable?
I love that.
Donna, that's one of my favorite books. And you know what I do with that statement that she said? I print them off of my computer, pages full of those, and I cut it out and put it on my drink bottle so that all day long that statement is in my brain and I know something amazing is going to happen. Yeah.
I love that. And you know, how much does this really help with our mindset as entrepreneurs? You know, all of this does. And just endearing people to us when we share our thanks and our appreciation is it's a huge thing. And so I have asked all my power partners to send me their physical addresses so I could send them something. And you know what? Only 3 people did. And I don't know if they just don't like brownies. Lynn was like, let me give it to you twice. And this is my husband's. You can have it too. Because she knew the good stuff was coming, right? So for those of you who did not respond to that email, that wasn't a trick email. You're going to like what I send. You need to go on and make sure you get your physical address on there so I can send you something. This has been great. I've really enjoyed this. I love what you do. I'm so grateful that we connected and that you went above and beyond and cared enough about your business to set yourself apart by sending me brownies. My husband was grateful too, because I did share with him.
Thank
Did you
you
notice
so
that
much,
Donna's
Colleen.
business? Did you notice that Donna's business always makes you smile? You can never be sad when you talk about her business.
This is true.